In this video, we examine IELTS Reading multiple choice tasks that require 3 correct options. Let's go! Hey everyone, this is Dory. I'm a teacher of English, and in this video, as we said, we will examine IELTS multiple choice reading tasks that require 3 correct options instead of only 1 as the correct answer. In the last video, we examined multiple choice tasks. I will put the link in the description with only 1 correct option as an answer, which are actually the most common. Don't forget to stay until the end of the video for the VIP tip. And today I've got 2 for you. This task will look like this. And as in all reading tasks, the first thing you should do is to read the instructions carefully. No matter how many practice tests you have done, you always start with that. And you'd better circle and highlight how many correct answers you will need to choose, because there may be 2 or 3 or 1 as we did in the previous video. Actually, if it's more than 1 correct option, it will usually be 3, but it could also be 2 or 4, you never know. So always pay attention to that and highlight it. Obviously, especially in cases like these, when you need to choose 3 correct answers, the total amount of options given will be definitely more than 4. Apart from the skimming technique that you should master for every reading task, and you can find it here, I will put the link in the description as well. Apart from the skimming technique that in my opinion you should master for every IELTS reading task, these tasks, the multiple choice tasks with 3 correct options, are a little bit different in strategy from the ones that we see in the last video with 1 correct option. So follow me to my screen and let's do a task together. This is what a multiple choice reading task will look like. We have this task: choose 3 letters from A to G and which 3 of the following statements it will say in the question, and we have statements from A to G from which you have to choose 3. This is an extract so as to be easier for us to work on this task specifically, but it's a big paragraph. I think it will help us see the tricks and that they do in order to confuse you and work on that. So first things first, we need to do our skimming with the text. The topic is about dogs. We always read the title. Let's read and underline the first 2 lines. The relationship between humans and dogs has been a topic of fascination and study for centuries, revealing intricate dynamics shaped. Up until here, obviously this is the general idea. It doesn't give us any answers here. As we move along, just skimming through diagonally, I'm just gonna underline some words that attract my attention. Again, hunting and guarding, yes. As we have said in previous videos, this doesn't mean we will find the answer, but it means that we will be concentrating enough, we will have an idea. I'm just underlining the words that attract my attention, and we're moving on. Now, the first most important thing after skimming is to read the questions carefully and understand really well what they ask you, even if the questions seem easy. Let's go here. Of course, we will circle 3 letters. We need to choose 3 correct answers. So which 3 of the following statements does the author make to explain why dogs are valuable companions of humans? We have to underline all of it, but we have to also understand what it means. Explain the reasons. We have to find the reasons the author uses to explain why dogs have become valuable companions. So next step would be scanning to locate where the answer is in the text. This is an extract, so obviously we know where to locate the answer. So scanning is more or less done. But remember that the options here from A to G will be presented in the same order as in the information in the passage, either way. So you will be able to follow closely and you will find them easily. You will know where to locate them. However, there will be paraphrasing, so you need to train yourself to watch out for it. As a matter of fact, let's check this out now. Let's go to the options and check the paraphrasing a little bit. This is not something that you're going to do in detail. This is something that you will be trained to do with a lot of practice tests, and I'm showing you the way right now. So let's go to the first option. Dogs are useful in hunting. Here it is. Dogs are useful in hunting. Let's go back to our text. We'll start from the beginning, obviously. Dogs have been valued not only for their utility in hunting. Here it is. So utility in hunting has become useful in hunting. As you can see, I have already highlighted hunting. It cannot be easily paraphrased. It could be good hunters or anything, but still you will be able to make it out. And guarding, but also for their companionship and loyalty. So these are all very good characteristics of dogs that could be potential reasons. So dogs are useful for hunting. Dogs are good guards. This is another way of paraphrasing guarding, utility in guarding. They have become good guards. And also C, dogs are loyal and offer good company. Another way of paraphrasing dogs' companionship. They offer good company. This is the paraphrasing going on. And loyal and loyalty. So we have paraphrasing changing the grammar of the words. Be careful of options like that, though. I want to tell you something, just in case. Sometimes this might be true in the text, offer good company, but loyal might not be in the text. So in this case, this option would be wrong. But in this case here, we have both. I just wanted you to know that. So let's move on a little bit. Dogs are working partners. This is option D. Let's see. This bond has evolved over time with dogs assuming various roles in human society from working partners. Here it is. And I think it's not paraphrased at all. Dogs are working partners. Be careful when something is not paraphrased. I'm not saying it will be wrong necessarily, but the majority of times they do things like that to confuse you. So we have it here, from working partners to beloved family members. Okay, this is something we have found in the text. We need to pay close attention to that. Dogs become part of the family. We have it as well. It is mentioned here. We just saw it, from working partners to beloved family members. Various roles over the years. Option F, dogs have helped humans of the past survive. Let's see, is it mentioned? I have this here. Anthropological research suggests that the domestication of dogs may have facilitated human survival by providing early societies with assistance in hunting, protection, and even emotional support. Okay, this is something we need to pay attention to. And dogs can heal people from stress, with dogs often serving as sources of comfort, companionship, and stress relief for their human counterparts. Pay close attention to this. Dogs often serve as sources of comfort, companionship, and stress relief. Does this mean that dogs can heal people from stress? No. Dogs can provide relief from stress. They can help towards that, and not in all cases, I suppose, but they cannot heal people from stress. I mean, this is nowhere stated as such. So we are safe to say that G is wrong because it has this statement that has nothing to do with what it says here. Another thing they do is that they have similar words, but the meaning is totally different. They provide stress relief. Obviously, you will not spend that much time in an actual exam doing what we did just now. I'm just doing this now to train you with paraphrasing and what they usually do to confuse you, okay? So you can see that all options are mentioned in order, and you can also see the paraphrasing going on. Also, they are all pretty similar in the sense that they could all be answers to the question, and that's what makes these tasks so difficult. So let's see what differentiates these options so as to choose the correct ones. We already said that option G is most probably out of the question as it paraphrases the meaning the text wants to convey, but in a wrongly. So let's examine the rest according to the question. For example, the passage says clearly that historically dogs have been valued not only for their utility in hunting and guarding, but also for their companionship and loyalty. We have said this, we have analyzed this, and this seems like the foundation for everything. So it is safe to infer that these features of dogs are the reasons dogs are valuable. So it seems that options A, B, and C answer the question. Don't think it is weird, by the way, to have options one after the other that are correct. It has happened before. You should just focus on meanings and not these types of things. But of course, let's check the rest of the options just to make sure. So both D, dogs are working partners, and F, dogs have become part of the family could definitely confuse a candidate because we found them here from working partners to beloved family members. Some of the information found in the passage will seem logical, as in this case, and will be in the passage, as in this case as well. But it may not answer the question. If you pay close attention in this case, these are not the reasons that made the dogs valuable, but rather the outcome, the result of dogs being already valuable. This happens all the time in these tasks on purpose. So because the dogs are good at hunting and guarding, they have been around with people so much because of that and because of their companionship and loyalty, because of these main reasons, they have also become, over the years, working partners and beloved family members. They were already good hunters, guards, and loyal companions, all valuable traits, and over the years, inevitably, the outcome was for the dogs to also become partners and family members. But are these the reasons? Here, let's see the question. Does the author make to explain why dogs are valuable companions of humans? Working partners and family members do not answer the question why they have become valuable companions. The why is answered in the first three options. So I hope this makes sense because this is where most candidates make mistakes in cases like this. So learn to discern this trick. Another common exam trick, apart from this, and of course paraphrasing, which is the most common, is option F. Dogs have helped humans of the past survive. Let's have a look at it. Let's go to the text. Anthropological research suggests that the domestication of dogs may have facilitated human survival by providing early societies with assistance in hunting, protection, and even emotional support. Can you see what's going on here? The dogs may have facilitated, and the option says dogs have helped humans of the past survive. They are quite different, if you ask me, and not only because of the use of may that is presented as a given in the option, but also because the meaning is quite different too. The option, dogs have helped humans of the past survive, suggests specific situations in which dogs helped them survive. But this is far from the actual meaning conveyed in the text. Lastly, if there are options you cannot find in the text at all, even paraphrased, eliminate them immediately. Some of the options may not be mentioned in the text. The majority of times, they have almost all the options mentioned. They do that in order to confuse you, of course, but sometimes one option may not be in the text. And since they follow the order of the text, you will be able to see that. So, especially with your practice, so eliminate them immediately. As promised, time for the VIP tip. And today I've got two for you. So VIP tip number 1. If the multiple choice options are made up of complex sentences, which wasn't the case here in our example. If they are, make sure you read them really carefully because the first part of a sentence may be correct according to the text, but the second part might not be true. So in cases like these, which are very common to confuse you, you cannot choose this answer. And VIP tip number 2, remember that for this type of question tasks, you can write your answers in the answer sheet in any order. There's no difference whatsoever. So you don't need to worry which one you'll write first on the answer sheet. That's all for today. If you found this video helpful, please do like and subscribe. Also, you can follow me on Facebook and Instagram. Our links are down below in the description box. As always, thank you very much for watching and good luck with your exam.